At camp seeking a new deal. Adam Schefter reports that talks were actually going backward from Parsons' initial meeting with owner Jerry Jones in March. And media, what's been happening over the last couple of years? And it is a lengthy post, but this to me is the most glaring part. Quote, up to today, the team has not had a single conversation with my agent about a contract. Not one demand has been made by my agent about money, years, or anything else. Still, I stayed quiet. But again, after repeated shots at myself and all the narratives, I have made a tough decision. I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. My trade request has been submitted to Stephen Jones personally. I just mentioned him. Let's bring in our NFL insider, Adam Schefter. Shefty, how did we get to this point with Dallas and Micah Parsons?
This has been building, Elle, for quite some time, and the fact that we've seen other pass rushers get contract extensions in recent months, and the Cowboys haven't even had any conversations with Micah Parsons since late March, early April, when the Dallas Cowboys felt that the makings of a deal were in place, tells you where things are today. And it led to Micah Parsons telling Stephen Jones he now wants out of Dallas. Now, usually Jerry Jones likes this sort of attention, but when we go back to previous contract stalemates with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb in recent years, none of those players ever issued a trade request the way that Micah Parsons did today. Now it's up to the Dallas Cowboys to figure out how they want to proceed. But Micah Parsons' big objection was the fact that he felt like he was going to talk to Jerry Jones about leadership, and somewhere during the talk of those conversations, Jerry Jones turned it into a negotiation that did not make Micah Parsons feel entirely comfortable. When he went to hand it off to his agent, the Cowboys got uncomfortable, and there's been no conversations since then until today when Micah Parsons said he would like to be sent away from the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, negotiating with agents is literally par for the course in this particular industry. But let's humor me for a second. Let's say Dallas does trade Parsons. What kind of return would they get?
Well, you could look back to the time when the Raiders traded away Khalil Mack to the Chicago Bears the week before the opener, and it included multiple picks, including 2 first-round draft picks. There is the compensation back then that was traded. But let me say this, El. I do not believe that the Cowboys want to nor intend to trade Micah Parsons. We'll see how dug in Micah Parsons is. Jerry Jones wants to win a Super Bowl. Who knows how many more chances he's going to get to try to win one. Micah Parsons is the best player on their team. He's 26 years old. He's one of only 2 players in NFL history that has had at least 12 sacks in each of his first 4 seasons, the other being Reggie White. This is not the kind of player that you want to move on from for draft capital in future years when you want to win now. So there'll be a lot of drama in Dallas until this is resolved, but something tells me the Jones family will not want to and does not intend to trade Micah Parsons.
We saw in recent years, outside of the Cowboys, Lamar Jackson, when he couldn't work out the deal with the Ravens at first, request a trade as well. Obviously, it worked out, and he is still a Raven, but we'll see how this plays out, and obviously Adam Schefter will be all over it for us as it does. Thank you, Shefty. But, I mean, honestly, you guys, why not just pay the man? It feels inevitable. I mean, he's produced a pass rush win rate of over 30% since his league debut. That is the best in the NFL. He's a 2-time All-Pro. He's pressured the quarterback on about 17% of his pass rush snaps. That is also tops in the league. For much more on the precarious Micah Parsons situation, we bring in Kevin Clark, who's host of This Is Football. I mean, how do you see this playing out? What are we doing?
Very few things are more worthless, Elle, than a superstar in the NFL demanding a trade.
Yeah.
Never happens, okay?
Yeah.
They say it, and then either, I mean, I was the idiot who thought that Myles Garrett was doing his stand for more than money. Oh, it was personal. Oh, it was because he wanted to go to a winner.
Yeah.
Guess what? Money solves everything. Money will eventually solve this, but I see a lot of flashing red warning signs here, okay? I'm in the car right now driving down I-84, and I'm seeing a check engine light on the Dallas Cowboys because this situation feels different. And everybody says, oh, well, this is how they handle business in Dallas. That makes it worse.
Correct.
That's not good, okay? And so you run to sign an extension with someone like Micah Parsons. A quarter of the Dallas Cowboys pressures last year were from Micah Parsons. That was top 5 in the league, despite the fact that Micah Parsons missed 4 games last year. That's a historic share. I just think this is ridiculous. They got to sign him soon.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Zillennials at home would say, go back to last year to Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, and that this is how they do business. Us old heads can go back to '93 with Emmitt Smith, and it took Charles Haley putting his helmet through a locker and saying, we can't do this without Emmitt, and them starting out 0-2 for them to finally sign Emmitt. And what'd they do that year?
Well, not only that, not only they won the Super Bowl, but listen, the Zoomer version of the sticking your helmet to the locker is changing your profile Twitter picture to a photo of Micah Parson.